I promise you, quick video about crashing. So on this very simple example, there are only two paths. We have this blue path and this green path. Okay, now we're talking about crashing. And how do you know about crashing? Because it says we've got 5 activities that can be reduced by a maximum of 1 hour for $100 each. And we want the least cost for the greatest reduction in time taken to finish the project. So we're trying to say, can we reduce the project? Now, step 1 is reduce the critical path. Reduce critical path. Now, E is on both paths, so it must be on the critical path, whatever critical path that is, so you can reduce by 1 hour. Now, if we compare this section, A and C, it takes 9. And if we compare this section, B and D, it takes 10. So it looks like, at the moment, the critical path is this way. Now, that means we can reduce further either B or D by 1. Why 1? Because there's a difference of 1 between 9 and 10. I'm going to choose D. I'm going to reduce it by 1 to 6. That means that part of the path B and D now takes 9. And so what happens here is, we've got to check, did we make another critical path? Make another CP. And we did. So now we must reduce all critical paths. So when we say reduce critical path, we might say reduce all critical paths. All right. So we can reduce the blue path and the green path by 1. So I can do that because I can reduce B by 1 and make that 2. And I'm going to do C by 1 to make that 4. So now both paths take 8. Now, I could further reduce A by 1, but that would make that top path 7 and the bottom path would still be 8. So we're wasting money. So we reduced E, D, C, and B, but not A because we didn't have the possibility. Could have reduced C and not reduced C and reduced A. You know what I'm saying? That was 4 of them reduced, so it cost us $400. Just comparing paths, but make sure you understand, reduce the critical path first, check you haven't made any other critical paths, and when you need to do further reductions, reduce all critical paths. If you can't reduce one of those paths, in this case we couldn't reduce the green one any further, then we have to stop. Speaking of stopping,